I've already said my prayer. I have already cleared space. Welcome to everybody that is new. It is July 25th. We are still working on that camera thing. All right, please understand that the words are going to be backwards, and I guess that helps me be safe from piracy, because if it's streamed backwards, you can't flip it later. So it is what it is. You're just going to have to deal with it. So, headphone warning, clearing the air. All right, and we are just approaching that minute mark, and you know what that means. Welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. Welcome to the Underdog Ministry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you kicking it with me, taking time to hang out. You guys kick ass and take names. Now, let's shake these dice, shall we? Back. I'm hearing, guess who's back, back again. Shady's back, tell a friend. Guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. All right, so we all know that's Eminem, right? Okay, I didn't think I needed to, like, hold. Somebody's back on hold. Something is back on hold. Why is something back on hold? What is back on hold? Art. Art. That could be somebody's name. That could be somebody that is creating a work of art. Somebody's art is back on hold. Maybe there's something controversial that somebody does. Ponzi. Ponzi. There's a Ponzi scheme. Something about a Ponzi scheme. Something's back on hold. I am out of vowels. We're going to re-roll. Who all's out here with me, you guys? Where are you hailing from? Where are you watching? What time zone? What state? What city? Hell, what country? Hey, Connor. How's it going? Thanks for being here. All right. Grumpy. Somebody is grumpy. Grumpy. Somebody's in a bad mood. Vent. They need to vent about being pissed off about something. Somebody needs to vent their bad mood. Thin. Somebody's patience is worn thin. They're tired of thin excuses. Kid. K-I-D. Hid. Somebody hid a kid. Really? Or somebody's kid hid something. They're holding something back. Why they're so grumpy? Let's get some out of the basket. Hey, Linda, how's it going? Thank you for the makeup brush. Hey, Connor. All right, you guys, let's get in here. All right. And Bailey has joined us down below. Got the little hound on the ground down there. All right, let's take these few and get into it. We've got low effort vibes is the first card out. Low effort vibes. I know you guys, they're backwards. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It kind of prevents the channel from being pirated or being useful to somebody pirating. Hey, Cynthia, welcome in. Good morning. Grand Rising. Multi-level marketing scheme. We've got Ponzi in the dice, so the cards are already starting to stack up. Neo from the Matrix. Always forgive, never forget. Just a gangster in pimp's clothing. Pretty fly for a white guy. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. All the girls saying pretty fly for a white guy. That's the Offspring. Something about a past life connection. Lied and said you were a drug dealer. Pray. Not P-R-A-Y, P-R-E-Y. Pray. Pete. The name Pete. Keep that one out because the MLM. This ain't Build a Bitch or Build a Brother workshop. You know, if people would spend more time building each other up than tearing each other down and giving each other low effort vibes, the world would be a better place. But you know, that's just me. What do I know? PPP Loan Fraud. Multi-level marketing scheme. Ponzi scheme. We are... San Quentin Prison is the next card. Y'all, okie dokie, somebody's going to jail. I don't know. Husband and wife team back on dope, getting their kicks by hunting people together. They're grifters. Pray. Multi-level marketing scheme. I think somebody saw through whatever it was, like Neo, like they could break this person's matrix. We've got peaceful over here. Dirty politician. Yankee, Y, the letter Y in the military alphabet specifically. Psychology student. We've got an armchair diagnoser out there, folks. Just so you know, I am not any kind of therapist or anything like that. I just talk about the shit I've been through after like 20 years of being through therapy and all kinds of crap. Hey, Gunnar, welcome in. We've got a female that's going bald. And the last card is a blank card. Somebody has finally gotten some sort of like answer to their medical and they got a clean bill of health. All right. So we have got this multi-level marketing scheme, PPP Loan Fraud, San Quentin Prison, husband and wife team back on dope, being grifters. Pray. This is somebody from your past, okay? These people lied about you, tried to set you up for their loan fraud by saying you were a drug dealer. All right? I think that's what we're just gonna go with those. We might keep low effort vibes in there. We'll see about that. And good morning. Hi, I'm live. I don't have company time right now. Thank you. Give me just a minute. Hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. Kid just got home from cleaning some solar panels. All right. So let's get back to this reading, shall we? So we've got multi-level marketing scheme, PPP loan fraud, lied and said you were a drug dealer. This is a past life connection. Husband and wife team that are back on white dope, that are hunting people together. This is why they said you were a drug dealer. They said that they got it from you. But this person thinks that they're a pretty fly for a white guy. Whoever this is, they're skating on thin ice with somebody. On thin ice with somebody. Somebody that believes you should always forgive but never forget. And once they see a pattern, they're not going to let it continue here. Somebody's going to vent. They're not going to hold back. Tell me about this Ponzi scheme. Give me the overall energy for these cards, please and thank you. I appreciate you guys for being patient while I walked my kid in. Oh my goodness, Logan can sing down there. We are doing the Star Spangled Banner. Nobody's against the United States here. We're just against pedophiles being president, bitches. So shut the fuck up, okay? Okay, bye. God damn, dude. Oh boy, people are reaching. You all got time. All right, the overall energy. Empress. The Empress, so a creation, a mother figure. We've got somebody that is sitting in a good position. We've got somebody that can make something out of nothing. We have got Taurus. We have a bountiful harvest. If you look at this Empress, the table has been prepared for her in front of her enemies. She's got a bountiful harvest. There's cakes and pies and ham, and there's cheese and fruits and squash. Like, this is a harvest on her table. There's pomegranates on there. There's figs on there. There's everything, okay? She's in a good place. There's a good place energy. Somebody is in a good place. This is the person that we're talking about, or the energy that we're talking about. Somebody is in a good place. All right, so we've got the Star in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse, and Temperance in reverse. Somebody's in a good place, but here's the deal. Somebody's trying to hurt you. Somebody's trying to harm your situation. Somebody's holding back some sort of money or has stolen something, and somebody's going to vent. They're not going to hold back. They're about to get real grumpy here. Real grumpy. Can you see all those cards down there? Okay. Real grumpy. Somebody hid something, and they're regretting it. Five of Pentacles, or Five of Cups. Somebody hid that they got taken for some sort of a ride here. Somebody got caught up in something. They got grifted by somebody, by these people here. The Devil in reverse. Somebody skated out of a contract. Somebody's on thin ice. Somebody skated out of something. They got out of something just in the nick of time. Somebody's being targeted for something by these people. Could be this Empress energy who's got the table prepared for them in front of their enemies, and I think that they're being targeted. Yep. Somebody's trying to make this person a victim, and this is a fighter. This is a warrior. This ain't somebody that's going to be victimized easily. This is somebody that has tools in front of them. They can make something out of nothing. This is a person who is motherly or nurturing, caring if it's not a feminine, okay? Empress energy isn't necessarily a girl, a female. This is creative. This is embodiment of being able to be artistic. This is delivering, getting lemons and delivering lemonade, lemon tarts, lemon poussey. You know, you've got all of these other things that somebody has created when they're just handed a bag of something sour, okay? Confirmation, there's sirens going off in the background. Somebody tried to make this person a victim, tried to set them up. Page of Swords in the reverse. Somebody couldn't keep track of you. Chariot in the reverse. Really? Somebody's trying to set another person up to steal from them and get them caught in some sort of Ponzi scheme so they all go down together. This person's being set up to look like the boss here. Somebody has a bad attitude. They think they're super cool. Oh. Somebody thinks they're super freaking cool. Just a gangster in pimp's clothing. Pretty fly for a white guy. This person is a legend in their own mind. I'm just going to say that. Hierophant. Okay. So this person here may have things easy. They may have connections to some sort of, I don't know, legal system here. Maybe a religious system. Possibly a judge or somebody who is a boss or in charge of a traditional type of situation here. The head of an organization. The head of the organization. Chariot in the reverse. Okay. Somebody's trying to stop somebody from being able to move up, move forward, move on. It's like you could, if there's a ceiling on something, you can only get so much return. This, somebody's committed, the Emperor here in reverse. So yeah, there's somebody that's misused their power. Misused their power. They've lost the money trying to, I don't know, destroy somebody else. Trying to make somebody mad, make somebody grumpy, make somebody's patience wear thin. Somebody spent a lot of money trying to wear somebody thin, wear their resolve down. And this person's misusing their authority, trying to hold somebody back. And this could be a religious institution. This could be the head of a company. This could be a judge or a lawyer. This could be the head of some sort of, I don't know, military or something. But they're purposefully using this position of authority, this hierarchy to slow somebody down because they want to dominate, they want to be dominant over this person. They don't want anybody to find out that this person has been set up. They want this person under their control so they can keep information held back on what they've hidden here. Information held back on what they have hidden, and they can't hold it back anymore. Hermit in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. Somebody can't keep their feelings hidden anymore. They can't pretend they don't care. They can't let their anxiety keep taking over. This person's really worried they're about to get caught here. Really worried they're about to get caught. Yeah, they're about to get exposed, for sure. For sure. Something about a house, Four of Wands. Something about a house, a Ponzi scheme. Somebody has done PPP Loan Fraud, multi-level marketing. Like, everybody invests a little into the big thing, but you can only pull out so much. But the head of this thing has, like, run away. They're trying to get away, trying to make sure that somebody else goes down for them. And I think that might be you, collective. I don't know what this person's plan is, though, here. San Quentin Prison is here, so this is California, possibly. Something's been hidden, held back from somebody since they were a kid. Put into multi-level... I don't know, maybe somebody's been using somebody else's money for a very long time. Past life connection, like... Yeah, we've got thoughts here. Somebody's definitely trying to figure out how they're going to get away with whatever they have done with all this money and who they're setting up to take the fall. And I think it's this Empress, because this Empress has everything in front of them. Look, this Empress has all this stuff. They must have money. Look, we've got change. Things are about to change about the way things look. Bottom of the deck. The Empress is at work. Notice the posture on both of these cards. Okay. This is a working entrepreneur. This is a businesswoman here. And somebody's trying to change the way that looks. Trying to make this woman, this Empress energy, look like they are some sort of drug dealer, so they can get out of being in court. They're setting this woman up. Bad health. They're setting this woman up and it's stressing them out. Adjudication. These people are about to go and face a judge based on what they're doing here, based on this multi-level marketing scheme, the PPP Loan Fraud, and they're trying to make sure this Empress who, you know, can turn the lemons into, you know, 7 or 12 different items to feast on or drink, right? These people are using drugs. And they're trying to set other people up to prevent them from going to prison here. They've taken out some sort of loan, tried to get other people invested in a business of some type, and none of these people are getting anything back. This Empress is about to vent, I think. This Empress is not going to hold back. This Empress's patience is worn thin. Somebody hid something about a kid, hid something about this Ponzi scheme since this Empress was a kid. Tell me about the thoughts. What is like, what's hiding in the background? What is in the shadows? What is lurking that is not being seen or exposed here? The aristocrat. The fact that this Empress is wise, observant, to be respected, and not cut from the same cloth as everybody else. Okay, owls hit silently too. When they fly, you can't hear them. Nobody can hear or is listening to this Empress or giving them any credit for the wisdom or their position or giving any respect to their name. And I believe this Empress is about to speak. I don't think they're going to hold back when they find out whatever this is. Whenever they were trying to make this person look like they were in the middle of this multi-level marketing scheme, dealing drugs, PPP loan fraud, all the while she's in the ascension path, okay, on the stairway to heaven, trying to knock this person down to go down with these people. Remember, trying to make this person a patsy so they can avoid the prison. The maestro. This is the person or people orchestrating this against this Empress in the background. This is the person who's the head of this MLM scheme. Heartache. Whenever you find out who this is, Empress, it's going to break your heart. This could be somebody's kid. that's doing this to people. I mean, you don't have to be under 18 years old to be somebody's kid. I mean, all of us are somebody's kid, but it's going to be somebody important. Entanglement in the reverse. Like I said, somebody got out of something by the skin of their fucking teeth here. Extracted themselves at just the right moment because they went on a spiritual journey. On the ascension path. Somebody else is in trouble, though. Somebody else is in big trouble. Past life connection to this Empress. Like, it could be somebody's child. It could be a child of, like, a friend. Tree spirit in reverse. All right. This is a monkey pod tree. If you guys don't know how prickly these things are, it's like a giant pineapple, okay? The texture of it is just uncomfortable to touch. Like a pineapple and an artichoke made a baby. It's very spiny, but they get huge. And they drop these big nuts. They look like a set of cajones. And so they're monkey nut trees. This is in the reverse. Somebody's trying to maybe not be such a animal, okay? Somebody's trying to not live in their lower energy, so to speak, but they're having a real hard time not, because they're on some sort of drugs here. All right, these people that are doing this to this Empress, centering in the present. It's like current energy, and no matter what they do in their lower level energy, this Empress just stays in their bubble, vibing. Wheel of Great Time in reverse. This is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Somebody's luck's run out. Somebody's about to get caught. I think there's been some sort of investigation. Somebody's money's been on hold because somebody lied and said you were a drug dealer. My, how she spins a good tale, right? This is a storyteller. The fabric weaver of time. Like, somebody here's time is up because they told some good stories. Some really good stories. Enough to get people to invest in them. Enough to get a multi-level marketing scheme going. Okay? Committing PPP loan fraud, but to open this multi-level marketing scheme. And this person lied and said that my collective was some sort of drug dealer when they get caught up. Interesting. Somebody's child could be involved in this, or you could be somebody's child that is involved in this. Self-created in the reverse. You didn't get it out of the mud. You're a drug dealer. You didn't work honestly. You sold your ass. Just a gangster in pimp's clothing. Meanwhile, these people are on white dope, hunting people, grifting people together, and you're one of the people that couldn't be grifted, so they lied and said you were a drug dealer. One of these people is going to San Quentin prison. All right, closing message. Closing message. Bread. Friendship. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Right, folks? It's time to break bread with friends. Bread of any type holds the power of friendship. This is a time for making new friends or deepening bonds with those you already hold dear. The power of friendship is strong, and you attract the right people and relationships into your life at the right time. Connect with the people who you once held dear and reconnect with old companions. It's a great time to throw a party, inviting all your friends to get to know one another. Plan a night of sharing to let the bonds of friendship grow. Break bread together. That's what kind of table this Empress is experiencing here. All right, this is the energy this Empress sits in. The energy of friendship, of sharing, of loaves and fishes, being able to split it and make it go amongst many. Okay? And we've got over here people saying you didn't get it out of the mud. You weren't able to just divide and split things so it went a certain way and everybody got a little bit of something. No, these people here wanted everything that you were creating and what you had in front of you for themselves. They didn't want to break bread and share bread with you. They just wanted to leave you crumbs. They wanted to steal it. They wanted you to invest everything, but you held back. And you're not going to be quiet. You're going to vent. You're going to be grumpy about it. Your patience is worn thin. Something about somebody's kid, or hid something about somebody's kid, or somebody's kid hid their involvement in this. I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not going to tap too much into it because I don't deal with anything under the age of 18 ever, not even in readings, unless it pops out like that, and it needs to be told for that safety of a child. This is somebody in trouble. This is somebody who's an adult is leading this kid in the wrong direction here, and I don't like that. On the cut, growth in reverse. If there's an adult leading a kid in the wrong direction, trying to stop them from being, I don't know, as abundant and prolific as they can be, if they're trying to get a kid involved in this, trying to make a kid the Ponzi scheme, like because they're under 18 so they don't go to jail, it's going to be a big, bad problem. I've been told to pull some from the Edgar Allan Poe and get one more pass. What is the big bad problem that I'm feeling? Somebody's trying to pin something on a kid. And I think this Empress mothering energy is going to unleash the beast. And so they lied and said you were a drug dealer. We've got the Star, 8 of Graves in reverse, 2 of Hearts in reverse. So here's the deal. Somebody's trying to shine a light on somebody else and make them the lead character in a situation. And this 8 of Graves in reverse, it's not going to work. Somebody's going to get buried by their own intentions. This 2 of Cups in the reverse, this husband and wife team, I think she's going to turn on him. She's going to turn on him, and so is the kid. Tower, 3 of Hearts served up on a platter. Look at that lovely heartbreak right there. That is literally the heart's getting cut up by a pair of scissors. And then we've got the Ace of Graves. Here's the deal. You try and make somebody the center of a situation, and they don't have anything to do with it. They're over in their energy over here in their own right, in this Empress energy, trying to break bread, trying to share their wisdom, trying to share what they've got, trying to make more out of the lemons that life has served them, and teach others how to also do the same. And instead of making them the center of attention, we're trying to make them the center of some sort of conspiracy, and it's not gonna work. All right, this Two of Hearts in reverse is the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is a partnership that didn't exist. This is the involvement that wasn't an involvement. And this is a big tower for somebody. It's the executioner's blade swinging. That tower is there to catch heads. The pendulum. The pit and the pendulum. Ooh, I have that. I'll read that for you guys. I'm going to do another quick video. The Pit and the Pendulum is a short story by Edgar Allan Poe, and it's only about 4 pages long, so it might deserve its own little video. But The Pit and the Pendulum, that's there to catch heads. Somebody is in trouble. Everybody, the head of it, all the way down. Everybody that was a victim, everybody that got roped into being a part of it, collectively, with that Three of Hearts. And that Ace of Pentacles is, here comes the big fat truth. Here comes the big moment of doom. Is when this Empress unleashes the beast here. One more card. Okay, 2 more cards. This Empress is going to unleash the beast. The Empress in reverse. And the Two of Eyes in reverse. Here's the deal. The Empress will step down off their pedestal just a little bit. And when you back them into a corner, they're going to get feral as fuck. Here's the deal. You back them into a corner, and if it has anything to do with this Empress's child, oh boy. Oh boy, if it has something to do with this Empress's child, let me tell you, the grumpy will not be grumpy. It will be venomous. Ooh. All right, closing energy, closing energy. We've got this Empress about to show out. Hold my beer. The Empress is the Empress is mad. The Empress is gonna go off. The Empress is gonna not be able to hold back. They're gonna vent. Their patience is thin, and they are grumpy. And when they find out about this Ponzi scheme and that there's something to do with a child, their child, or somebody else's child being involved in this, or trying to get them involved in this, and that was hidden from them, oh my God. Woo, boy, howdy. And then people said you were a drug dealer to try and put you at the head of this. You and your kid. Wow. Perseverance in the reverse. Turn out the lights, the party's over. Somebody can't keep going with this. They can't keep going with this. Health in reverse. They're getting sick. Who's getting sick? Is the Empress getting sick, or are these people getting sick? Fear. Oh, these people are sick. These people are terrified. These people are having the same anxiety and sickness, and they're terrified of your reaction. I think they might be in fear that you aren't going to hold back when you find out. I think that they're, oh, please, we love you. Don't hurt us. These people claim to love you, but lied and said you were a drug dealer to cover up their fucking multi-level marketing Ponzi-ass scheme with their PPP loan money. Somebody's going to prison. Somebody you used to know, past life connection. adversity in reverse. Somebody's arch nemesis, evidently, is going to prison. Oh my God. Okay. How long are we in here? 40 minutes? All right, I'll give you guys one more pass. Somebody's going to prison. There is, they're going to try and play on your heartstrings. They're going to try and, I don't know, make you feel bad for them. And then you're going to find out everything that was said. I just had a card fall on the ground. Hold on. Usually that means something that's trying to be hidden or trying to get like swept under the rug. And that is the Empress in reverse. I can't even. Nobody wants to deal with you when you're mad, when you step off your throne, when you step into your thug life, into your past energy. Nobody wants to deal with you because you are nobody to be fucked with that adversity in the reverse. People don't, they are afraid of you. Nobody wants you to step back into your past life energy. These people lied and said you were some sort of drug dealer. They're the ones going to prison. They're the ones on white dope. They're getting kicks by setting people up for shit like this. Strength in reverse. I told you, they don't, and the devil in reverse. These people are trying to get out of what they did so bad. They aren't going to survive the inside. If this person actually has to go to prison, like this person could do jail time, one of them. Okay? But I'm getting this person could never handle on the inside. They're doing anything they can to get out of these contracts. Anything they can to get out of these contracts. 2 of Cups in the upright. They're trying to do the right thing. One of these 2 people is trying to do the right thing. One of these 2, husband and wife team that is back on white dope. One of these 2 people that lied and said you were a drug dealer. One of these 2 people that is in big trouble for a multi-level marketing scheme, PPP Loan Fraud. Both of these people came for you and tried to set you up because you had this bountiful table in front of you. They thought that you would be somebody to steal from because you were a person that shared what you had. They tried to make you look bad, make you look like you were in charge or part of this whole marketing thing, this MLM scheme. And when I say multi-level marketing, I'm talking like it works. I'm talking like 420 nurses. I'm talking like, hell, anything that you have to buy on a monthly auto ship. Okay, like vitamin commercials and shit like that. It's always one person that, or real estate even. Real estate is a big one for the marketing schemes. But these people here, there's a lot of ways that they were trying to cover up what they were doing. And one of the ways was to try and set somebody up to be involved and like then play the victim, like this Empress was the one doing the grifting the entire time, trying to lay the entire burden on her back. The story is thin. Somebody's not going to hold back when they're questioned about it. How many cards just flew out? 2 of Swords in reverse, Temperance in reverse, 4 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is going to go no holds barred when they find out this information. This Empress, they're not going to hold back at all. 2 of Swords in reverse, they're going to let fly. And with that Temperance in reverse, they ain't going to be nice about it either. And that 4 of Swords in the reverse, they ain't going to be peaceful either. Like I said, this Empress ready to step down, ready to step off their pedestal a little bit, because we started out with her in the upright and here she is 2 more times in the reverse. Somebody's ready to like go gloves off. We've got the 2 of Swords here twice. in the reverse. Somebody's about to give a full, what's the right terminology? Full display of how they used to could back in the day. How they used to could. And it's not going to be nice. I think somebody might actually have to physically hold this Empress back when they find out that somebody tried to set them up for all of this. And it's got to be a man, because San Quentin is a men's prison. A man and a woman tried to set this Empress up for their PPP loan fraud, Ponzi scheme, said you were a drug dealer, loan fraud. Yeah, you're going to forgive them. You ain't going to forget what they said, though. You ain't going to forget what they did. They're on dope. These people are spun, right? You forgive because people do fucked up shit when they're on drugs. Speaking as somebody who used to do a lot of white dope back in the day, before I had a kid. I won't lie about that. I'll always be honest about that because I have a kid. But this is somebody who's like cracked back. This is somebody who's not handling it well. Like they got all this money and instead did all the drugs instead of doing all the work. They were just going to scheme for a while, didn't see it coming to an end ever. They were just going to pin it on this Empress because look at how abundant this Empress is. They've got to be the one that committed this fraud because they look like they've got all this money. I don't think this Empress has a bunch of money. I think this Empress has a bunch of skills to create with like ingredients or, you know, supplies or like ingredients like art. You can draw. You've got your crayons. You've got your different mediums. You've got your paints that are acrylics and oils, and then you've got your pastels and chalks and charcoals and pencils and pens and inks in different colors. You know, there's any kind of plethora of ways that this person can create. And it doesn't matter what tool they're given, they're going to create something cool with it. They're going to make sure that they can share. They're going to make sure that they are kind and that they are giving to others, okay? This is somebody who's trying to be people's friends and they take this person for some sort of sucker, a prey animal that's not smart enough to realize that they're a target for something. But this person has a past, okay? A past that allowed them to sniff this shit out. When they actually get the information that they were they were kind of like named as an accomplice, named as a participant, named as somebody that is in the middle of this Ponzi scheme, in the middle of this MLM scheme, for the specific purpose of making them take the rap when it all came crashing down. I think these people are going to be lucky if they get to prison. I think this Empress is going to kick ass and take names. I think this Empress is going to lay hands on people if it's not prevented. I don't think this Empress minds stepping down off their pedestal and letting a little bit of the abundance at their table fly like grenades. This person will lob an apple at your head. They're going to be grumpy. They're not going to hold back. They are going to vent. Their patience is worn completely fucking thin. Completely thin. Meanwhile, just because they're able to create and to share what they create does not mean that they've committed any kind of fraud with these people. I think the money trail is going to lead right back to these two here. This husband and wife team that are back on white dope, all right? They get off on hunting people together. You see the two snakes in a cup? They are two birds of a feather. And they're flocking together. They're birds of prey. These people are grifters. They set other people up to take the rap for their crimes. And these white collar crimes, they don't feel like it's like nobody gets hurt. It's just money. When this Empress finds this out, it's going to be bad. What's this Empress going to do? What's the Empress going to do about it? Because these people are afraid. They're going to come to you and pretend that they love you, that they've never been against you with that adversity in the reverse. These people are having health problems. They don't have the staying power that you do. Probably because they're on dope, right? When I talk about people on dope, I've been on dope. So when I talk the shit, I've been there, okay? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, this Empress understands these people are slow, that they're not going to take accountability. They're not going to do the right thing. And that they have to stand on their own laurels, Laurels, on their own laurels. Their own credential, their own academia, their own ability to create abundance, their own ability. Three of Wands in the reverse. This person's not even planning revenge. They don't even care. They're not even going to think about it. They're not going to strategize. They're not going to try and do a get back. They're not going to try and get their lick back. Nothing. Otherwise, they are going to not be able to hold back. This is going to take some serious strength on this Empress's part because this person is ready to take heads. But they're not going to strategize on this. They're going to try and let it go. Strength in reverse. Didn't I just say this person, we've got strength in reverse twice here. Empress in reverse twice here. You may come into contact with each of these people at different times and get an opportunity to deal with them separately, or come in contact with both of these people twice. And you have had the strength to not retaliate, strength to not say something to them, the strength to not vent, the strength to hold back, and it's wearing very thin. Somebody's patience is about done. I think if you run into these people again, you might snap off. But up until this point, these people are not going to take responsibility, so you have to just do you. You have to heal. You have to stand on your own strength here and not retaliate, not plot, not even think about it. Really, you kind of have to let it go because it's going to break you in the end. It's going to make you snap. And you don't want to go to jail. It's going to make you snap and you don't want to go to jail. These people are already going to go. Somebody needs to really tap in. You need to hold back. Yes, you need to vent. Yes, your patience is wearing thin, but you have to make this part of your art. You have to make this artistic. You cannot make this physical because you'll go to jail right along with these people. You have to stay strong. Your patience is wearing thin. Everybody's watching. Everybody's waiting for a public downfall. Everybody's waiting for some sort of public downfall. You've got to keep your cool. Look, Remember what you have in front of you. Remember what you have in front of you. You've got tools at your disposal. You've got ingredients. You have got abundance. You have got nutrients. You have got nurturing. You have got self-parenting I'm getting out of this as well. It's like, it might not be even somebody else's kid. You might be dealing with your inner kid here. People you once held dear, like maybe somebody from your past life is the person that's trying to sex you up, and you're like, oh my God, that's supposed to be my best friend, or that's supposed to be somebody that I knew for, 25, 30 years or whatever. And you're going to want to snap off, and you can't. You're gonna not be able to do that. You're gonna have to really keep your cool. These people are already going to jail. One of them is gonna go to San Quentin. So this is in the state of California. You don't want to go to jail as well. You've got to realize that your healing is the best revenge. You don't need to plot or plan revenge. That's just going to make you look like a weak asshole and put you in jail right along with them. So don't do it. All right? You're grumpy. You're going to be grumpy. Don't step off your pedestal, even though you might want to. We've got the Empress in reverse twice, Strength in reverse twice, the Three of Wands in reverse twice, Two of Swords in reverse twice. You really have to seriously cut off the past, like amputate it, before you really lose your fucking cool. There was some big ass boom on the side of my house, and there's nothing that could touch it right where it was booming. That's a confirmation. Somebody needs to amputate a situation out of their life before they go to jail right along with somebody else. I don't know what it's about, y'all, but we're clearing the air. Headphone morning. Hi, Sabrina Southern. How are you? Welcome in. I'm grateful that you're here. Thanks for hanging out with me. While I'm cleaning up these cards, does anybody want to tap in and get a mini from me? You just hit that super chat or the super thanks or any of the gems, that kind of stuff. And I'm willing to do a couple of cards and answer one question per person in the order that the donations come in. If you guys are interested in that, just let me know. Hey, Ice Libra, how you doing? Go ahead and tap in. If you guys want a little mini, you can ask me one question and just hit the super chat, super thanks, super gems, any of that stuff feature here on the YouTube. I like to keep track of it that way. You clean up the cards and then get a sip of water, and we will get into that. Who else is out there, you guys? Where are you guys watching from? Is there anybody from another country other than the United States? I get really excited when I see people that are from outside the United States. I don't know why that tickles me so much, but it does. It's like the World Wide Web. If there's people from the world there, I'm excited. The UK? Oh, cool. Awesome. What is the best part of where you live? Like if you were going to introduce somebody who has never been to your country to it, what would be the most important thing that you would show them from your specific area? And please don't tell me jelly deals. Where is that deck? Okay, there we go. Hold on, we got one more deck to clear out. I used a lot of cards today for this one. So if I was going to show anybody anything from the United States, but my area specifically, I would take them to the Sacramento State Capitol, where all of the United States embassies are for California, I would take them to the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, obviously, Mount Shasta, Shasta Lake. I would take them to probably would have to take them to the coast. I mean, would have to go out to Humboldt County or go to like Fort Bragg or something on the north coast. The best chocolate. Ooh. The countryside is magical around there. So here's a fun fact. In California, where I was raised, I was born and raised in a town that is named after a place in England called Somerset. So I feel a small tie to the UK there. No jelly deals for me either. I would really love some chocolate though. All right, so nobody's tapping in. I think I'm gonna close out the reading then, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me today. You guys kick ass and take names, and I will be back this evening. Remember, you guys, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.